It is the Robo who happen to seek another employment here at 2 Point Campus. And now we are here to provide you how does this college provide good dining? Well, I can tell you what, the dining is here. Let's begin, shall we? Yay.
There is so much to learn in the wonderful field of gastronomy. Firstly, I suppose, that it's not an actual field, though with all the vegetables and livestock and so on, there may be rather a lot of time spent in a field. There you have it. The study of food really does cover so much ground that we only manage to scratch the surface and talk about grass. Let's have some music, shall we?
So, let's begin, shall we? Oh, right. Why did the notification pop up so late? I don't know. Let's begin. Yeah. And you got it.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
And then... No? Okay. This is what it's looked like, that's right. Let's start with the lecture.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Okay. What was it again?
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
Yeah, okay. And then extraordinary pictures. 6 by 6.
Welcome back, fellow students. It's me, DJ Shorts, keeping me finger on the pulse of 2 Point County so you didn't have to. Today's topic, would Jasmine Odyssey be cooler if she was less popular? I didn't want to spoil it for you, but the answer is yes. Here's a pretty niche favourite of mine from an actor I cannot even pronounce the name of. It's pretty challenging stuff. Check it out.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
You. Hmm. Might as well. And the fridge.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
Oh, I already have one. Hmm. Okay.
Education is non-refundable.
Hmm. And now dorm.
Man, I hear a lot of talk about snacks on campus. Although it's pretty derivative student chat, there's something I've got to say. Sure, cheesy gubbins are, well, fine. But if you're looking for a truly superior snack, you should try Grub Grubs, the snack that's made from real naturally expired insects. You might think I sound a bit crazy, I realise that, but I really appreciate the subtle taste. They do take a few months to arrive, but personally, I think it's worth it.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
You.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
You. Hmm.
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. If it's not on your CB, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Right.
Now, it's time for a student story about a bakery that's jam-packed no more. Hugh, what have you got for us?
Yeah.
I'm here at Old Widget Bakery in Hogsport, where for generations local students have been enjoying traditional jam donuts. But sadly, the sweetness ends here. The machine that fills the donuts with delicious fruity mixtures, such as red and green, has been suffering from jam rot and finally went out of commission today. To honour the machine, the bakery is serving donuts filled with nothing. They may seem hollow, but their taste is one of poignancy. A fitting farewell to a fine confectionery friend. Starting next week, the bakery will be back up and running with a new machine, looking to make new memories and serve lots of donuts.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
For now.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Yeah. pretty much it, right? So Sam,
Beaver from Bungle. The small car that makes the little things feel bigger than they are. It's a perspective thing.
right.
Students are reminded to set reminders. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Now taking students for gastronomy. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly. There's a fly in here.
Yeah.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Here at Campus Radio, some of the team were a little concerned to hear that our listenership has gone down over the past few months. But frankly, I'm not sure that I agree. I'd much rather our little radio community stay as small as possible. I don't want the crowd ruining it and taking us from a cool underground scene to something bland and mainstream. In fact, my dream would be pretty much no one listening at all. Just me, talking to myself, for myself, all day. Now that would be pretty excellent.
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. themselves. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
Good morning. You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Hello there, it's Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio, where today we'll be asking the question, do slow news days prompt needless questions? You won't be able to miss it.
No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
Unless you're not the type I'm looking for. Damn.
Plagiarism is not a belief system. Hard work may or may not pay off.
Okay, that'll be the next.
Later in the week, I'll be talking to the Boogie Nights. Those metal-clad funk makers are equal parts gallantry and groovy groove music. Knights and chivalry were first popular hundreds of years ago, of course. But isn't it funny how these trends come around? Stay courtly, kids.
Students are reminded to be in two places at once. The campus has opened a new building. Good for us. We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
Nailed.
End-of-year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
I recently spent a weekend away on Pebbly Island, a beautiful locale in our proverbial neck of the metaphoric woods, where I stayed in a luxury hotel. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Ricky, you've changed. It's true, I do it all the time. I hardly recognize myself. Next up, mirrors. What are they looking at?
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
Why is it so hard for this one not finding? I think I goof on that part. Yeah.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
I do it, but it's one of them. Italy.
New to the Crumley student range, unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Crumley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
And now the news and today's top story. Sensitive government documents first thought recovered are now feared to be deli meats. Now that is a shame, but at least there's a salty silver lining. What's a little cyber insecurity when you've got a face full of ham? Nice one.
Skills are not transferable. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
Power nap puts down. Janitor required in lecture theatre. Mm.
Wasn't that a smashing tune? I'd have been tapping my toe from hither to yon if I wasn't completely tone deaf. Did you know that I'm also situationally tone deaf? Yes, I just cannot read a situation. I have one speed, and that's Ricky.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
There's another craze sweeping our county's youth. The so-called cheesy gob-off asks challengers to see how many cheesy gubbins they can stuff into their unsuspecting gobs. Competition is a wonderful thing, don't you think? It brings us all together and fills our mouths with cheese.
Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means.
Amazing.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
Right, I forgot about that part.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
We are nearing the finish line today, but first our producers wouldn't let me leave without trying my hand at the cheesy gob-off. Play that music while I gob on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've done 16. You get my straight. I've been Ricky Hoffa. See you around. That's quite nice. That's so cheesy.
Okay.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. We are approaching approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? The academic year is now over. The campus is expanding, even more than usual. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
Yeah. No.
Students are reminded to find themselves.
Yeah.
It's not your year, it's just another year.
This is Campus Radio, the radio station by students, for students, with students, and so on. We've got a fantastic show coming up for you today. Some of you might not like it, but that's really on you. Quality grassroots radio coming right up.
Students are asked not to ask questions. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
It feels like every day we're talking about Jasmine Odyssey. Some of you must think I actually really like her approachable brand of toe-tapping pop music. Good one, guys. Though, I must say, she actually has a really interesting record from the early days of her career that went by the name of Dung Beetle Jamboree. Sure, you've probably never heard of it, but it's worth your time if you're willing to find the rare and badly produced demos online. It's raw, it's unconventional, and I think criminally underrated.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Hard work may or may not pay off.
3, 2, 1.
It's time for a book review. Here's Maggie on a recently released biography of Jasmine Odyssey. Ha, this should be good.
This week, I've been reading Jasmine My Odyssey by Jasmine Odyssey. It's just amazing. For those of us that feel like we've known who she is for, well, ages, really. Just to hear all about what that's like from her and those talented ghostwriters.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
Goodbye.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Yeah.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
New to the Crumley student range, unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Crumley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
I love meat, and I love wizards. But does that mean that I love the video game franchise Meat Wizard? Not necessarily. There's just something so complex about modern games, and it doesn't sit right with me. They just can't compare to the charm and focus of vintage games like CJ Spotter, the fire-breathing otter, where you only had two actions, jump and sneeze. For me, it's still the pinnacle of sneezing in games.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
You.
The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. to be inspirational.
Hmm.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
Continue. It's gonna be 82. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85.
Announcement. The timetable is now live. Students should check in before trying to learn. Now taking students for funny business. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
Oh.
Now that's easy listening. The sound of 2 Point County on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to 2 Point Radio, the place your ears call home. We've got a barnstorming show for you today, but before we kick down the door and go straight for the valuables, soak in some sonic excellence. Play that track and we'll be right back.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. ask questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Students are reminded to be in two places at once.
In the news today, I seem to have sat on something sharp. We're not sure exactly what it is or what the consequences might be, but we'll update you as soon as we know more. Can you see it? Look at that. Is it in me? Tell me it's not in me.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Food chain. Yeah.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
Finances. Okay.
Plagiarism is not a belief system.
Wouldn't you know, I'd sat on a sprig of holly from yesterday's lunch. That's the risk you run when adding a little pizzazz to your meal. But that won't stop me. It's not the first piece of holly I've sat on, and it certainly won't be the last.
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. Staff are reminded to care about students. Education is non-refundable.
You want to make stacks of easy cash, but reading about stocks is really boring. Invest in Bungle Coin. It's like other fictional cryptocurrency, but with 40% less saturated fat.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Students are reminded to set reminders.
blood test.
2 Point Radio, the station that puts the stabilizers on the bike of your day. It's Ricky Hawthorne. The time is... Anyone got the time? No? They told me I'd regret putting sundials in the booth. There aren't even any windows, they said. Oh, how we laughed. More timeless radio after this silky little number.
Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
Chef Ricky here, bringing you a morsel of the day. We all like a boiled egg, but wouldn't you love one on the go? Just imagine, you're stuck in traffic and bang! A boiled egg just for you. You see, eggs have a casing or shell that's perfect for keeping the eggs safe. Why, I've got 2 boiled eggs in my pocket right now. Give it a try.
Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
Okay, so maybe. Ew.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
I've just eaten a pocket egg. How are you? I must remember to boil another batch and take them to my next book club meeting. Yes, I've been in a book club since I was a boy, and this is my 5th attempt at The Salty Minstrel, one of the county's first books. I really do struggle with the old language. In fact, I think the only words that are the same are salty and minstrel. You'd think it was enough, but it's not.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
It's time for the question of the week. We asked, which instrument is the funniest? We had some great replies, including quite a few we can't read on air. You're a vocal lot, you really are. Knock knock. Who's there? The answer. The answer who? The answer is the trombone. Now that is funny. I'll be laughing until next time. Fare thee good and fare thee well. Good night.
The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. There's a fly in here. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Skills are non-transferable. been listening.
You're listening to Campus Radio. I'm DJ Shorts, bringing you small batch homegrown radio with the pulp left in. Here's a musical palate cleanser that's sure to wash that pre-digested rubbish out of your ears. See if you can taste the difference.
Alright.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Average.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Students are asked not to ask questions.
I want to talk about an actor by the name of Roderick Cushion. Now, if you listen to popular thinking, you'd think, now there's a guy who's given up on his craft. There's an actor that would literally do anything for the next paycheck. And sure, I can see how you could think that. But you'd be completely missing the point. When Roderick Cushion decides to do yet another truly terrible film, he's making a statement about the nature of commercial cinema. Thank you, Mr. Cushion, for fighting the good fight.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Students are reminded to find themselves.
Looking around.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means.
We've got a music review for you now. Over to Maggie, who's been to see the Boogie Nights.
That's right, I went to the Boogie Nights concert and it was great. The lights, the dancing, and so on. If you like music, this really was music. I do think the campus could do with some better signage, though. I mean, I almost missed the concert, and this segment could have been a real train wreck if that had happened.
Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The academic year is now over. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. It's not your year, it's plagiarism is not a belief system.
New to the Crumley Student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
Come on!
With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
You know, I think the Orb Foundation gets far too much criticism. Sure, there's some dodgy information about how they're funded, and they do talk a lot about the Orb being the perfect shape. I can't be the only one sick of those adverts. But really, what are they, if not a group of people coming together to appreciate some beauty in this world? Personally, I think we could all learn a little something from them.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Students are reminded to set reminders. Staff are reminded to care about students. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. items should be checked in and then removed immediately.
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County? You decide.
No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well?
Go time.
Announcement. The timetable is now live.
Now I can actually do that.
Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us.
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challenges. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO, Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls. Oh, now that is impressive.
Janitor required in bathroom.
Yeah.
Skills are non-transferable.
I mean, not much it like. Got them all segments under control. Crown. Whee! Heading out. Until next time. Bye bye.